everybody, it is the Last Raider. I am back again. And let's see if I can't turn this sideways to give you all a nice full screen going on here. And today we are talking about the new Mississippi 2A Sanctuary 8-State Compact, House Bill 753. Just to give you the brief summary of here. An act to authorize the state of Mississippi to enter into an interstate compact with southern states for the purpose of operating as a Second Amendment sanctuary states, to establish the Interstate Commission on Second Amendment Sanctuary and prescribe its powers and duties to exempt certain firearm accessories, and ammunition in the state from federal regulation, to declare certain federal statutes, regulations, rules, and orders unconstitutional under the Constitution of the United States, and unenforceable in this compact region, to require the Attorney General of compact states to file any legal action to prevent implementation of a federal statute, regulation, rule, or order that violates the rights of a resident of a compact state and for related purposes. So on. That's sort of the gist of it. Basically, it's there to provide a wall against the encroaching gun control that's being pushed now. Let's call it what it is. It's New York gun control. It is New York. It is one New Yorker who has a lot of money, Bloomberg, who has decided that the rule of law in New York needs to be imposed upon the rest of the country, regardless of the fact the country has not voted for New York law. They don't want it. That's New York. You can leave it in New York. We're happy with it, but now you're coming over trying to interfere in our states. He's already done this to Virginia. There are several gun control bills that are popping up because Bloomberg is pretty much just buying people, let's be honest. But I don't want to sit here and talk about what this bill is. If you want to know, check out Guns and Gadgets. They have a video on it. I'll try to find the video and put it in the description so you people can go look at what he's saying, because he talks about the bill at length in general. What I want to talk about here is what this bill actually will mean if it is brought forward. What could possibly happen? And going through it and looking at it, there is a clause. One thing that people need to realize is these are 8 states, but if we could get a majority of these states, both representatives and governors, to ally with this particular law, say we get Texas, Florida, several others. This is also going in, I don't know if this is part of it, but this legislative action is apparently going together with 8 other states within this compact. So it's not just Mississippi and whoever wants to join after they do it. This is Mississippi passing a bill, and other states probably are going to be passing the same bill here before long. But the thing I want people to recognize very quickly is there is a possibility with this that could be very good for the Second Amendment, and that is, it could mean going to the Constitution and amending it. I know a lot of people have heard that and they're thinking, whoa, what does that mean? It means we could implement new wording into the Second Amendment, and a new amendment that dictates all firearm laws are illegal or some nonsense like that. Because if you have a majority, if I'm correct, if you have a majority of states that join in to a concept, you can actually rewrite actions within the Constitution. It's something that the Democrats have been wanting to do. It's their wet dream to do it. What we could do as Second Amendment advocates is there could be we could actually go into the Second Amendment and add a clause in there that dictates all government regulation would be considered an infringement. Okay, just a couple of words, and that would cause a whole lot of problems. We could really reinforce give the opportunity for certain state representatives to reinforce the Second Amendment. Personally, in my opinion, I'm of the mindset of go all full forward on it. The purpose of the Second Amendment is in case our government becomes tyrannical, like what they're doing in Virginia, or if, say, for some reason Mexico decides to try and cross the border and invade us. You have to be able to defend yourself. And in my opinion, the regulations that are in place are so infringing upon a person's rights that if you were to take average everyday Texans today, I'm not saying they wouldn't be able to put up a fight, but I'm saying they have a lot less of a chance of defending themselves and a lot less capability of defending the home front from an invasion from Mexico than they would back in 1776 or 1700s, whenever that was, or 1800s. The time date escapes me because I'm still thinking Revolutionary War. I know that, but that's the date that's going to come to mind. But what you could have going on here, and this is the fun part about this bill. Like I said, if you were to have Mexico come across, they're going to bring tanks, they're going to bring artillery, they're going to bring aircraft. Texans don't have the ability to handle an attack helicopter. The citizenry don't. Now, the National Guard probably could. But the purpose of the Second Amendment is not for the National Guard to be the sole force defending the land. The idea was we could summon every single fighting man and woman to the battlefield and defeat an enemy with sheer numbers. If nothing else, you could hold ground long enough for the main military to rally itself and move into position. Now, this is a theoretical scenario. I'm not saying Mexico's coming to invade us, but this bill would open up the ability to give us some of that stuff back. And personally, I'm of the mindset like I am on marijuana. If you're smoking it inside of your home, I don't care. If you're gay, I don't care. If you're inside your home and you have a consenting adult, I don't give a fuck. Okay? And this, my mentality on that is the same thing with the Second Amendment. If you are a person who is legal within the United States, when I mean legal, I mean you're not a felon, you're not violating you're not violating laws or anything, and you can carry a gun. Like I carry a gun every single day. I carry a 45 on my hip every single day. Never leave home without it. I've got it on me in case and people say, well, what are you afraid of? Well, I'm afraid of one of you liberal assholes coming out there and shooting a place up. Okay? Like, what was it? What was that place? That one dude coming there with an illegal firearm, mind you. And he was a Bernie Sanders supporter and shot a place up. Or the dude that tried to blow up an area. There's also a guy recently, a Democrat, who ran through a Republican voting tent with a car. You're telling me, what am I afraid of? I'm afraid of you idiots. Because you morons are going out there. I mean, look at Antifa. Antifa showed up at people's homes and tried to kick the doors in. That's why I have a gun, is for you morons. Because you're running around there acting like a bunch of jackboots. But anyway, like I said, this gives an opportunity here for Republican states and, conservative, pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment states to go in there. And of course, this is my opinion. If you're going to go this far in Mississippi, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. If it does come down to us rewriting the Constitution to some extent and having the votes, y'all need to go full throttle or nothing. Okay? Go in there, destroy all of the gun control measures that have caused us problems over the years. All this nonsense of, you can't have, because let's face it, the gun control laws are stupid. I can't have an SBR, but I can have a pistol AR-15 with a pistol brace on it, which functionality works almost the same way as an actual SBR. I'm just being honest. Bump stock gives me the fire rate of a machine gun. Right now, you can still get binary triggers still that can give you the same fire rates as a machine gun. Though the fact of the matter is, you have these out there, you're not seeing major crimes being committed. We've seen one shooter in Las Vegas shoot a place up after the bump stock's been available for I think it's been 10 years. A decade. This thing has been out there. People have known about it. People have seen it. And it's used in one shooting. Now everyone's bump stocks are being taken away from them. I was in the process of probably going to buy one. Then they turned around and told me, they're like, no, we can't now. Why? The government said we can't sell them anymore. I was heartbroken because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to do anything wrong with this. I'm going to shoot a couple cases of diet soda probably. That's the only time I buy diet soda. But I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to do anything wrong. Why am I going to get punished for something some moron did? Am I the one that went out? Are those people's blood on my hands now? Am I going to have to go to jail because this idiot killed himself before he got to jail or something? That's the thing that kind of irritates me about this. And so, yes, I would like to see this done. Like I said, if you want to look at this, again, I'll put Guns and Gadgets video on there. Just be sure to tell him in the comments that Raider sent you in. Say the last Raider sent me, and put a link to my channel so other people can come over and can see this. Also, be sure to leave a like and a comment if you've been on the channel and you've seen this. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell for the notification. It really helps my channel out and gives me more of a reason to put more videos out. Anyway, I'm the Last Raider. Keep your head on a swivel, stay frosty, and I'll see you guys next time.